In 2008, Millennial, your generation, voted for Obama by a 34-point margin compared to a 9-point margin 4 years earlier for John Kerry. I mean, they came out, you came out, your generation, and were a decisive, if not the decisive factor in Obama's margin. Will your generation come out for Obama again?
I think it's a really difficult question. I think the millennial generation still is showing preferences for democratic policies, for democratic values and ideals, and for democratic candidates over Republican candidates. But you have to realize that just like with all other kinds of voters, young voters are voting on the economy. And as the Demos report, the State of Young America, has shown, this generation, my generation, is really feeling the brunt of the recession that capped off 30 years of widening economic inequality and insecurity. And so young people can't say that they're better off financially than they were 4 years ago. I really believe that given the levels of unemployment in the young adult generation, the president needs to call for, and I understand it'll be difficult to pass through Congress, but on the campaign trail, he needs to call for a WPA-style generational jobs program all across this country. And it would be a transformational generational experience. It would be something that would expose people to different Americans from different walks of life, but it would also be something that would say, finally, for once and for all, yes, your American government is on your side, young people. We're not always going to leave you to the mercy of the banks and selfish employers and the vagaries of the so-called free market. We're going to say that your future matters to us as a country.
You're calling for more and more government help. You just asked Obama to take a more aggressive position with using the government to put people to work. You're up against, of course, the predisposition of people out across the country that I don't want to pay taxes to those folks who haven't been spending it well, fighting wars, passing the cost on, extending benefits to Wall Street, bailing out the banks. I don't want to support government anymore.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that in order for us as Americans who want to see public solutions to our common problems to really achieve what we want to achieve, we are going to have to clean up Washington first. It is absolutely important. For example, why would the American people trust Washington to do what's right when they know that so much of their energy is focused on rewarding the people who brought them to the party, which is the wealthiest people in the country and the organized corporate elite? And so we've got to clean up the money and politics problem, and it's time to take that incredibly personal issue of your own personal finances and make them political.
Doing what?
I think we need to stay politically involved on policy issues. We need to, as a generation, really be the generation that calls for and holds leaders accountable for cleaning up Washington, for addressing the political inequality that is perpetuating economic inequality. We need to become a very politically engaged generation. We need to run for office. Debt be damned.